Taken from the aquarium, June 1938. Beginner's Letter. Prize Award for the month. This is Bessie C. Rowley, Highland Park, Michigan. I have been a chicken woman. Raised 3,500 baby chicks each season. Always had on hand around 600 to 1,200 laying hens. Work like Old Harry. Made several trips into the Eastern market each week. Got tired of the whole business, sold out, and went into the New York stock market in late 1928. Made some money, and then came the big bust. Feeling mighty low, I strolled through Kresge's Five and Dime one day. Not much interested in anything, just a traveler. Walked past the fish department, saw and heard about tropicals for the first time. Who ever heard of fish having young'uns?
AQHistory.com.
The idea intrigued me. I walked out of there with a pair of Guppies. It was winter, and I had my doubts about being able to keep them. Felt sure I'd thrown 20 cents more on the pile. But they were so cute. I set them to housekeeping in a wide-mouthed square-gallon jar that had formerly housed dill pickles. I dressed it all up with nice fine sand and a little house ornament in one corner. I stuck in begonia cuttings and ivy slips. It all had a very peaceful appearance, and those little tiny fish looked on their new home with a contented appreciation. I got hours of enjoyment out of them, and they soon rewarded me with a lively little family. Of course, I had to move them into larger quarters. At first, I just let nature take its course, and then my old knowledge of line breeding came into the picture. Why couldn't I do with fish what I had done with chickens? I decided to try it. I secured a number of unrelated guppies and set to work. It was slow work, but after several years, I began to actually see results. Never sold or gave any undesirables away. Destroyed them. If more aquarists would adopt that policy, I'm sure the general average of fishes would reach a higher plane. Now, 9 years have passed. The results are amazing. I have produced an entirely different variety of guppy. Have shopped around dealers who claim to be Detroit's largest. Not one of them have guppies just like mine. I am sure that should the right dealer see them, they would consider them something new and unusual. And still, I am not satisfied. With a portion of my stock, I am trying a new experiment. I'm hoping to produce something still finer. How can people look down on the lowly guppy? Many consider them just a source of live food in a community tank. A tank full of male guppies is a joy forever. No other species has been able to win me away from my chosen one, the guppy. They are hardy. Mine have lived and thrived in temperatures as low as 54 degrees, generally around 68 degrees and 70 degrees. I never have sick fish, never keep heat on them. My visitors find them fascinating. How I do wish that so many heartsick people could know the joy of owning and caring for a tank of guppies. From a humble beginning, I started. I believe many people hesitate because they think it is expensive, and they think that they will only die anyway. This is not true, as my experience should convince anyone. I have never made a penny for my 9 years of faithful effort, but my guppies don't owe me a penny. I am happy in my work. Only lack of space keeps me from going into wider fields.